Strap yourself in. Would were prohibited and available in the state of shock.
Hey everybody, Dan Schinder here on Drum Talk TV at the Bonzo Bash January 2014 with John Hummel. How are you, John?
Good.
Thanks for joining us again on Drum Talk TV. Really appreciate it.
Oh, sure, no problem.
What do you have going on right now?
I'm mostly playing with the band, the Matt O'Ree Band. We've been touring a lot the past few years all around the country, and we're actually playing this weekend too for the NAMM convention.
Now, you're a very diverse drummer, which is so cool. And for those of you who have been under a rock and aren't real familiar with your work, and maybe also for some of you drummers around the world who don't believe in diversity, let's hear from John, who's diverse. I mean, you've done a lot of different things. You're playing at the Bonzo Bash for a reason, because you're able to play like that. Describe the music of the band you're playing in now, and talk about another style of drumming that you've done before, maybe with like Lady Gaga or somebody like that.
Well, the band I'm with now it's very just very classic rock, like blues influenced, like hard rock.
What, like 70s-ish?
Yeah, like very 70s, like
Cool.
Maybe like Deep Purples.
Oh, wow, nice. What's the instrumentation?
It's drums, bass, guitar, Hammond organ, vocals.
A Leslie, I hope, with the Hammond?
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't work well without it.
No, and this guy, he really knows how to play it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And how would you influence and encourage other drummers that are watching to really learn how to play different styles? Where you can go from Lady Gaga to a Deep Purple type band to playing at the Bonzo Bash and all the other type of work that you do.
I'd say just keep your ears open all the time. Always be open, keep your mind open, and just listen to everything. And so sometimes you'll find things you wouldn't expect to find.
Right.
And
Do you have a routine when you're not with the band and you're just by yourself and you're going to sit down and drum? What do you do? Do you play just for fun? Do you put on music to play to? Do you work on a certain routine or work on getting creative? What's your routine on how you stay up on your chops or even do something new?
Well, I mean, usually I start warming up with just like some rudimental kind of stuff, and I don't really normally play along to songs anymore, but I might hear something that I was like, oh wow, I'd like to know how to do that, so I'll sit and listen to it and pick it apart, and then get behind the kit and try to play it.
Right, that's always fun. Yeah. Who are some of your early influences, and who do you like to listen to now, whether they're young or from the old days, that you think is still relevant or new and relevant?
Well, my earliest influence, actually Peter Criss was really my very first.
Cool.
Like that was the guy that made me want to start playing the drums.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So and then from there I kind of moved on to I got very much into progressive stuff, like so Alan White from Yes.
Right. One of my favorites, a good friend of the show too. We're going to interview him Sunday.
Oh really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, cool. He's absolutely at the top of my.
So you're a big Yes fan?
Huge Yes fan.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit of Yes with John Hummel. So let me ask you something. When we talk about Yes and we look at the vast spectrum of music that one band has created, and even if we forget the fact that there's been a lot of different personnel in and out of the band, what do you make of a band that can turn out a double album in 73, 74, that's still so way ahead of its time? Tales from Topographic Oceans. Each side is a whole composition. The whole thing's one story. All the way to like looking at 90125 with Owner of a Lonely Heart and, all Relayer. I don't know. What's your favorite? What do you make of that?
I really don't even know what to make of it. It's incredible.
What is your favorite Yes music to listen to?
It's really hard to pick one. I Close to the Edge is one of them. Actually, the past couple of weeks, Tales from Topographic Oceans has been like in the rotation.
So out of the four, what's your favorite on Tales?
I think I would have to say Ritual.
Ritual, yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. We could have a whole separate interview on this someday, and we will. We'll put on a bunch of Yes records, and we'll do like a director's cut commentary on each aspect. Last question, because I know you got to go. You're here for the Bonzo Bash. You've done this before. We've talked about it before with my other guys in New York. What's your favorite thing about playing in the Bonzo Bash, and what does it mean to you to be a part of it?
Well, first of all, it's just to honor John Bonham is just it's an honor to honor him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then there's just also this like feeling, this camaraderie, like we're all brothers. There's no competition or attitudes. Everybody's there, like watching the other guys, rooting each other on, and for me, I mean, I'm like relatively unknown compared to all the other guys that are here, and they never made me feel like anything more than like an equal.
One of the guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you do a great job, and I think that you mentioned something that's a common trait amongst drummers that sets us aside from any other musician community, and that is that there is a camaraderie, and we do always back each other up. When do you ever see guitar players or keyboard players on the side of the stage, let alone hang out for each other's gigs when they open for each other? You know what I mean? It just doesn't happen as much.
Yeah.
We geek out on each other's gear. We share each other's, whoa, how'd you do that? It's not like, oh, no, I can't show you, man. It's like, well, let me show you. It's like, do you agree that we're different?
Yeah, I think we are.
Cool. Thanks so much for joining us on Drum Talk TV. Can't wait to see you play.
Thanks.
All right, take care.